of the most common questions that I get asked is, Scott, what book should I be reading as a salesperson or entrepreneur, or podcast should I be checking out? And today, I've got a treat for you. I'm Scott Sylvan Bell. I'm coming to you live from Sacramento, California, on a perfect day to talk about sales and a perfect day to talk about business-to-business sales. So today, check this out. I've got the Client Machine by George Athan. And what he did was really smart. He put this book together in A to Z format. So we got A over here, Z over here, and it takes you through the entire process of what it takes to do business-to-business sales. And you know, the funny thing is a lot of times coaches and mentors, they're scared to teach you this because, one, they don't know what they're doing, or two, they're afraid it's going to work and you're going to steal business from them, which makes no sense at all to me because there's so much business out there. George is a smart guy. I met him like 5 or 6 years ago, I want to say. But I'm just going to take you through these chapters of what's in here, okay? So section 1 is the foundation. So that's building the foundation. That's building the pipeline to your machine. Some of it's mindset. Some of it's conversation. Chapter 2 or 3 is going to be pick the niche. And here's what happens for a lot of salespeople. They try to go overboard, and they try to be too many things to too many people. So like, you know, if I sold Aloha shirts, like these Red Spooner Aloha shirts, I'd sell Aloha shirts. I wouldn't get into selling a whole bunch of other things that aren't related because it takes me off the path of being the Aloha shirt dude, okay? So chapter number 4, differentiation. What makes you different as a company? What makes you different as a salesperson? Because here's the thing. If I sound like everybody else, I am everybody else, and it just comes down to price. And it's the same thing for you. So section number 2 is lead generation. Lead generation is the one thing moving forward as a salesperson that you need to have, as a business owner that you need to have, whether you're doing business to business or business to consumer. And this is the one thing that's overlooked by a ton of people. If I have the ability to generate my own leads, I am my own isolated island. Right? I'm my own person. I have the capability of going out and closing deals, and I don't have to rely on somebody to get them for me. And if you do business to business, you really need this. If you do business to consumer, this is the hidden treasure of things for you to do that nobody is discussing. Well, there are people, don't get me wrong. When I started doing insurance in 2001, that was what we did in the insurance business. It's what they've done forever in the insurance business. So when I say nobody, I'm just going to say it's not out there. It's not prevalent to the extent that you think that it would be, okay? Chapter number 6, the whole greater than the sum of its parts, like how to put everything together. Chapter 7, getting to the meeting. Now, a lot of times, salespeople screw this up. They say the wrong thing. Script's in the book, tells you how to do it, okay? Chapter 8, the speed path, how to make it easier, how to make it faster, qualifying calls. Chapter 9, let's say that you've got the meeting, you're in the sale. Sometimes when you're talking to the person in the discovery phase, the buyer, you need to reframe their problem and explain them the issue that they're having. Chapter 10, connecting, and some of that's through rapport, some of it's through conversation. Chapter 11, discovering, finding that pain, problem, or risk for the buyer. Chapter 12, presenting. I will tell you, I don't know how many times that I've written with salespeople that they put in all the work, energy, and effort to get to the deal, only to not be prepared for the presentation. The path is in here in the book. Chapter 13, closing. That's asking for the business. Really easy to get started. Here's what we do. In whatever way you do it, or whatever way's in the book, there's some paths for you. And then 14, overcoming objections, because they are going to happen. Doesn't matter what you sell. Occasionally I get objections too. And then chapter 15, final thoughts. So for the $20-25 you're going to spend to pick up a book, like literally A to Z, start right here and right here. Perfect book for you as a salesperson. And you know, it is really geared towards business to business people, but as a salesperson, if you're doing business to consumer, you can definitely adapt it. So check this book out. Client Machine, George Athan. You're going to love it. It's fantastic. Well worth the money. You got one thing to do from here. Just one thing. Find the subscribe button. Click on it. And every time I send out a video, it says Scott Bell Consultant sent out another fantastic video. You should check it out, which you should. We'll see you soon. Thanks for dropping by. Aloha.